What's up, all you sadistic bastards? My name's Liam, and today we're going to be playing the Stanley Parable. God, this menu is trippy. If you look over there, you can see that it's like it's an infinite monitor on my screen. I'm not sure if you guys can even see my mouse, but it's there. And if I turn this on, you see my FPS display there. And it's even on the mini monitor, so that's really weird. But either way, let's get started. The end is never the end, 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 is never the end. Okay. So, the end is loading. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end is loading. Yeah, right?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I see.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh. Wow, I'm
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
For some reason the sensitivity in this game feels really low. Oh well. So, this game seems to be a big walking sim, unless I'm going to actually get to do anything. I mean, I've heard of the game, but I mean, I'd like to actually be able to interact with my surroundings. Guess I'm just going to be walking. Why does this door not get to get marked, but all the other ones do? What's up with that?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But did I? No, I didn't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
But yeah, let's go with that.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Yes.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I can even hear the sarcasm in his voice. I mean, he's trying to hide it, but I know he's completely sarcastic.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
The sarcasm is just great.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
You know what? That was kind of mean.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Fourth wall break. Huge fourth wall break right there, man. Was there no more? Am I not gonna? Okay.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. Ridiculous. Alright, so what do we got? Really? Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000.
Look,
Wow.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the
Especially
story has
when
been
some
about nothing but
disembodied
you all
voice.
this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
You.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
I don't
Let
trust
me
him.
prove that I'm on your side.
Nope.
Give me a chance.
You are evil, narrator guy.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No. No way, man.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No. I didn't misunderstand.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth
Yes.
ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill
Yes.
trees? Work
That
with
would
me.
be
You've given me
great.
absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Sure. Why not?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I
Yeah.
can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this.
These
This
textures
whole
are
third
really
door
speaking
thing
to
was
me.
just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
This
And
is
to be
my
perfectly
first playthrough.
candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
How did you... 2 seconds? What? Is that how long I've been playing? I really want that to be how long I've been playing. That's 7 hours. I haven't been playing that long. That's kind of cool. I like that.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
Honestly,
Again,
it was kind of
honest
depressing.
answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
No, I'm good.
Perfect.
I'm good
Let
for
me
that,
boot
yeah.
it up.
Wait, what?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Are you serious? I'm sorry, baby, but I'm not pushing this button for 4 hours.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because
Yeah,
you
with the
hate
plan.
babies or purely to spite me? Because
little
if
bit
it's
of-
the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm
pretty much the
completely out of
latter.
ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
The fuck?
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell
No.
me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
I don't even have to do commentary. This guy takes care of it for me. I can't.
Isn't it
there we go.
grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Okay. I guess we're
Oh,
going
my.
mining.
It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No, did you? Some coal here. I didn't know this was gonna happen.
No. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Are you serious?
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out.
What?
Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
What the? This is fucking great!
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Play a fucking
Genius.
Portal.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience.
I seem to have broken the game several times. I don't know what to do from here. Did I win? Huh. Where's the narrator? Are you gone? Kinda wish I had Jeff with me. My fly friend would be able to guide me? I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. I get the feeling that I completely screwed the plot. Are you mad at me now, narrator guy? Ooh, there's a light up ahead. I'm 427, aren't I? Or something like that. Yeah, 427. Did I do it? Did I win?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
I'm sorry, what? Am I? Well, I guess that was the Stanley parable. I don't know if you guys want to see more of it. This was interesting. It was definitely an interesting experience. And, so yeah, if you guys want to see more, let me know. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, click the like button below, click subscribe, see you in presentation videos that I've done. And as always, don't jump out to yours. Good luck. Good night. Too fast. Too quick for me. Come on, let me reform. Let me reform. CIA? I knew they were watching. Oh, you bastard!